it's Clouds, and I am back with another video. Hi, baby. I'm going to be reviewing Sweat and Soap by Kintetsu Yamada. So, throughout the whole month of February and early March, I read all 11 volumes, Luna, no, all 11 volumes of the series. I loved it so much. Most of these I gave a 5 out of 5 or a 4.5, though some, mostly like the volumes in the middle, I rated a 4 or a 3.5. Did I ever rate anything 3.5? No, I think the lowest I went was a 4. And that's not a bad thing. It just felt like a lot of filler chapters. But anyway, so first of all, this is like a slice of life type of thing. So if you're really into that, I highly recommend this. A slice of life and romance. So this is also a workplace romance. Our main characters, Asako and Natori, they are both employees in the same company, Lilia Drop. And Lilia Drop is a company that makes soap. Asako, our female lead, from a very young age, she's always been concerned about her body odor because when she was a kid, she was severely bullied about it. So she did her best to like make sure she didn't sweat, always made sure she smelled good. So she kind of built an obsession with soap from that. And then we have Natori, who has such a good sense of smell that he is now in the product development of Lilia Drop. And they just both work so well together as like a tandem and a couple. And you know, like you can kind of see based off of the covers of volume 1 and 2 that we do get a little spicy time, but like it's not very spicy. Like it's kind of misleading, really. A lot of people who I've spoken to who've seen these covers, they really thought there would be a lot of explicit content, and like it's not really. There's not like a lot of explicit content. I find it very tame, but you know, like that's just me. Some people would find it not tame, but yeah, I find it I showed it to a couple of friends and we all pretty much agree that it's more like lime-ish, if you know the term. Kind of lime-ish type of sexual content. So it's not that bad. And like for it to have like it having sexual content, you know, like it makes sense because they're adults. She's 26 at the start of the series, he's 29 at the start of the series. So come on, they are both consenting adults in their 20s, later on 30s. And it just makes sense, right? Also, with them being work office mates, though they don't like directly work together, we get to see a lot of them at work, mostly with Asako. We see more of Asako rather than Natori working. But what I do like about it is that this graphic novel, I don't know if it's like Japanese culture or something, or if it's just in the manga, but it really shows it shows a healthy workplace. Like it shows you what a healthy workplace should look like and what it should be. And I really like that. Like all the employees look really happy working there, and even like those who aren't as obsessed with soap as Natori and Asako are, everyone seems very content and happy to work there, and they look very well cared for by the company as well. Like I love the chapters where we see them in a work trip. It's really cute, it's really fun. And like we get supervisors who actually worry about their employees, like who observe them a lot. And like for example, one of the characters shows up to work really not feeling well, and the boss was the one who was like, you gotta go home. not only are you like making mistakes because you're sick, but I'm actually genuinely worried about you because I've never seen you sick. So please go home. So like, I don't know, I like that. I really, really like that. You don't get a lot of that here, to be honest. So yeah, I like that we get to see a healthy workplace. And with Asako and Natori, they also show you a healthy work-life balance, especially with Natori, who reveals later on that he does work from home sometimes, and that's why he would like a home office and blah blah blah. But he's also very thoughtful about it. Like, he makes sure that he doesn't always do his work. Bless you! Bless you! Like, he always makes sure, bless you, Luna, that he makes sure that he spends more time with Asako when he's at home rather than working. And he really does make and like I like that they give each other like a heads up, like, hey, I'm gonna be late coming home and stuff like that, blah blah blah, don't wait up, or I won't be home that late, I would like dinner, stuff like that, blah blah blah. And I don't know, I find it such a healthy relationship. And especially, like, it's mostly Natori who we see working late, but during the time that Asako does work late, Natori is like really like worried, like he waits up for her and stuff and actually takes care of her. So I really, really love that. And speaking of Natori taking care of Asako, Natori has set the standard for my future love life. Okay, he has set the standard for it. He's just the nicest, sweetest guy. I know he's fictional. Okay, I know he is fictional, but he has restored my faith in the men of this world. The way he treats Asako, and as I said, Asako is very insecure about herself. He's such a hype man. I love him. He's not a simp, but he could be a simp for Asako, and it's just the cutest thing. And I love how at one point they kinda... Okay, yeah, it's not a spoiler. It's literally written here. Asako's living her dream, working at the toiletry maker Lilia Drop, but she has a secret. The reason she loves the company so much is that she is ashamed of her body odor, and their soap is the only thing that's ever helped her. So when the company's lead product developer, a perfuming genius, approaches her in the lobby and wonders what that smell is, she's terrified. But could it be that he likes it, that he likes her? And most surprising of all, she might just like him back. Okay, it's not like that big of a spoiler, but I like that later on, you'll get it after you read volume 1, but later on, they kinda do acknowledge the fact that how Natori and Asako get together is borderline sexual harassment. Like, if Asako didn't like feel anything for Natori, this could be a very different story. And I do like that in a later volume, they kinda, not these characters themselves, but their friends rather do kind of acknowledge the fact that that's not normal, that's weird, Asako, are you okay? So yeah, I like that they acknowledge that. Again, I like Natori so much. When after I read like volume 1, I felt so single. I felt so single. He's just the sweetest thing ever, and he's very sensitive to Asako's needs and wants. I love him. To the first few volumes, we see them like they barely fought, and then later on, like, they're not always so happy and just in love. Like, we do see the realistic side of a relationship, that there are times when there will be disagreements, there are times when there will be fights, but it's all about what happens after that matters. It's how you deal with it that matters, not that you had a fight. It's normal. It's normal. But again, how they deal with the situation is what I love about this couple so much. Also, they work so well together. Luna! There was a lot of space on the other side. This child. Anyway, Asako is very introverted as well, and Natori is very extroverted, so they really balance each other out. And Natori, he works in product development. So not only does he think about the formulas and stuff like that, he also helps with like the marketing. So when there are events, he's there and stuff. So later on, you'll see that they really do balance each other out. And yeah, they just work so well together. And a lot of writers, when they write couples and they try to make them look as perfect as possible, or at least as perfect for each other as possible, they do it in a way that's almost out of nowhere.
Hello friends, it's Editing Clouds here. So I'm watching back this the raw footage, and I realize I ramble about this one thing for like 5 minutes, when really all I've been meaning to say is that when writers write their characters and then later on when they get together, they tend to sacrifice existing, like pre-existing traits and characteristics that their characters already have, just to like make their characters perfect for each other. You get what I'm trying to say? And I kind of like talk about this for like 5 minutes and I say the same thing over and over again because I don't think I explained it very well. So yeah, that's pretty much what I was trying to say. And in Sweat and Soap, Kintetsu Yamada, they don't do that. Like, their traits, they're pretty much the same, and they just work well together like puzzle pieces, and that's really what I was trying to say.
Bottom line, Asako and Natori, their characters, their relationship, their romance is very well written. And I love their character developments as well, especially Asako. And it's acknowledged as well in volume 11. One of the characters acknowledged as her character development, and I really like that they did that. And yeah, that's basically all. This was Sweat and Soap. I absolutely love it. Oh, there's also a live action series ongoing. This adaptation is ongoing, but I really do wish that they'd make this into an anime. I really think it would work. It feels very like, think Wotakoi, but with a little more spice, longer. I think they're about the same length or so, but yeah, I really love this. And also we're more centering around just these two characters. So yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this video, this review. Please, also, I just want to give a quick shout out to volumes 3, 5. Of course, automatically, I love volume 1 and 2 because it's like the introduction. But I really love volume 3, 5, 9, 10, 11. These ones were my favorite, especially 9 and 10. Because I have to be honest, I really thought they were gonna break up at the end of volume 9. I really thought that we were gonna have like a third act breakup. But thankfully, it didn't happen, and they actually worked things out. See, it's all about working things out. This time it's for real. Thank you for watching my review of Sweat and Soap. I hope you enjoyed this review. I hope you would pick up this manga series. And yeah, I will see you in the next one. Bye!